Here are 14 YouTube automation niches that literally feel illegal to know. Now, you guys love the last automation niche list we did, so here's another 14 that are not only insanely untapped, but have scalability and a lack of competition. And of course, guys, really quickly, if you want to go ahead and join my public Discord server, that's discord.gg/1%. Honestly, just a really cool networking environment. And as per usual, guys, this is not financial advice. It's merely me giving my opinion on some really profitable niches. Now, starting things off, I just want to kind of emphasize this by saying I've gone through and found some crazy niches. Now, firstly, we have Silver Screen Vault. These guys are essentially posting videos like Scooby-Doo, 20 weird facts you didn't know, Gargoyles, 20 weird facts you didn't know, kind of these weird fact type content that's entirely written by AI, obviously an AI voice, and your only real editing cost is kind of spacing the clips together with obviously background content from the TV shows themselves. Now, this guy is of course monetized. He only started about a month ago, but the real value I saw in a niche like this was kind of converting it into ultra long form. As of right now, he's obviously only posting about 20-minute videos, so his RPM would only be about $3 to $4. But of course, you can see here, he had a ton of outliers and they have been coming quite recently. So only about 2 weeks ago, you saw the Jetsons 115K views. 1 month ago, the Flintstones close to 1 million views. Now, if you were obviously doing that in the ultra long form space, you would have a $20 to even $30 RPM. Next up, we have mountain disasters. Now, this is a crazy niche that's already kind of trying to do ultra long form. You can see here K2's most horrific climbing accidents caught on camera, 8.6K views, 1 hour and 30 uploads. So the RPM would probably be about $20 to $25, especially given the fact we're currently sitting in Q4. And of course, if we go ahead and check out their view stats profile, they've put in close to 500,000 views just in the last 30 days. And of course, they're brand new, only started a month ago, and they are of course monetized. Now, once again, I think doing a niche like this where you can have AI do the entire script for you, of course handle the voiceover, and your only real expense is once again splicing the clips together and making it into an edit. But I think posting ultra long form content in a niche like this could be super profitable. And next up, we have a super unique niche. This one is called Extinct Doc. Now, they're essentially started about 4 months ago once again, and they're posting videos like the only half-shelled turtle hybrid that defied evolution. So of course, just using AI to come up with these crazy ideas of different types of species and making entirely AI scripts with literally just still images on the back and just making that for as long as you want. You can do ultra long form, you can do regular long form in a space like this. They of course only started 4 months ago. They are monetized and they're pulling in a crazy amount of views. If we go ahead and check out their view stats, once again, a brand new channel that could easily be moved into the ultra long form space, and they're pulling in close to 250,000 views every single month. And guys, really quickly, if you want to work directly with myself in scaling an ultra long form YouTube channel, go ahead and check out innervault.co. We have a couple spots left. We essentially work directly with you to scale an ultra long form channel. And of course, if you're not monetized within 90 days, you'll get a complete refund. But yes, no more yapping. Let's get back into the video. Coming up next, we have the Midnight Archives. Now, this is a crazy ultra long form channel that I just found today. Now, they're posting videos like Grimory, the demon who promises everything. So essentially, these ultra long form videos, I can literally play one of these for you.
Every November, something strange happens in America.
Kind of horror stories, but they're kind of based upon true events. And they're posting this in the obviously ultra long form space. They're pulling in an insane amount of views. I mean, if we check their view stats, RPM on a channel like this, and once again, this is not financial advice. I'm not making any kind of promises, but RPM, I would say, would be about $30, 30 times 217. This one channel is probably making $6,500 every single month. Now, of course, this channel is 100% AI script, 100% AI voice, and the background content is literally just AI still images. And of course, if we go ahead and filter by oldest, they're once again only started about 4 months ago, so very, very new, posting videos about Aladdin, The Nightmare Over Salem. We can filter by popular, and there's a ton of outliers we can kind of replicate. Next up, we have a very unique one. This one is called Fear Files. Now, once again, an ultra long form niche, doing videos about kind of disturbing true horror stories that are once again written with AI, but it's essentially videos like 9 most disturbing true Arizona small town horror stories. Try saying that 3 times, but they're essentially posting videos about different states in the US and kind of horror stories built around those. Once again, 100% AI script,
Hello, everyone.
100% AI voice. I'll go ahead and play it for you now.
Today, I am back with 9 of the most disturbing true.
Not even a good voice as well, and the background content is literally just still images, and they swap the image once every minute or so. Entirely replicatable, and this would have a very, very low barrier to entry. And of course, RPM would be about $30 once again, considering all the videos are over 2 hours long. And if we check their views, they're doing 500,000 long form views a month, aka with a $30 RPM, about 15K a month. Now, this channel is something that I personally wanted to start, and they are brand new, so I found a cooked up channel for you guys. They just got monetized a few days ago, and they're posting videos. They're called Looney Throne. They're essentially posting videos like every British monarch who lost their power explained, every British monarch's death explained in 21 minutes, and the worst monarchs in British history. Now, they're once again brand new, posting about 20-minute videos. This is just a regular long form niche. And they only started about a month ago, only posted 3 times. And in that small time frame, they've got 174,000 views. Once again, a very easy niche to replicate. All you'd have to do is obviously use AI to write the script and choose a really nice voice. You can generate all these images in either paint.net or just use AI to make them. Like for example, if I wanted to copy one of their still images, I'd simply take a screenshot of this. And for example, I'd head over to Google Gemini, I'd send them the screenshot and I'd say, copy this exact art style for a YouTube video, but change up the scene to be a man walking his dog instead. Obviously, you'd never really need to have a man walking his dog, but it kind of varies depending on what niche you might be doing. This is just to show you how easy it is to kind of generate these images. Now, of course, once you have this scene, copy it, say, make the dog jump up, and then you could just transition those clips in between each other, make a couple hundred, and boom, you'd have your entire video for completely free. So I figured this isn't really a tutorial video, but I want to give you guys some little tips here and there on how you can kind of automate these channels. Next up, we have Digital Solace. Now, this is a channel that I think could do really, really well in ultra long form, posting videos like if you're seeing this, you're entering your comeback season. Once you understand this, you'll never feel behind. Kind of motivational type content. They're of course monetized as we can see, and they only started about 3 months ago. Of course, checking out their view stats, we can see they're currently pulling in about 350,000 long form views a month. They're definitely a pretty interesting niche that one of you guys could definitely take over. Next up, we have Tommy Tears. These guys are posting finance content, and I think it's really, really interesting the way they've gone ahead and done it. Once again, they are, of course, monetized, only started about a month ago. So very, very new channel, posting videos like billionaire aura tier list, United States presidents ranked by aura. Really interesting content that, once again, 100% AI script, 100% AI voice. And for this content, they're not even doing animation. You guys can see the background content. It's literally just, remade and reused content off of Google, off of images, literally got some of the icons in the bottom right, not high quality whatsoever, definitely replicatable. And as I said, they're kind of doing somewhat finance related content, so the RPM could be super high. And next up, we have Mind Fox. This is once again a prime example of a channel that I'm kind of getting into very, very early. Hasn't been around for very long, but I think that there's a lot of value in giving you guys some of these early channels that nobody really speaks about. Now, they're essentially posting videos like the psychology of people who have been through too much, psychology of people who treat their birthday like a normal day. Of course, if you filter it by popular, you can see they got a 500,000 view video about 3 weeks ago, posting the psychology of people that have no friends. Really interesting kind of psychological based channel that I think could easily be converted into ultra long form. And the fact that they've had such a big outlier in the short time they started, only starting about 3 weeks ago, and their first video absolutely exploded, gives this niche a ton of proof of concept. Now we have Tail Teller. These guys essentially post Reddit ultra long form videos, or sorry, mind me, they don't post ultra long form, but I think you could easily do ultra long form. Posting Reddit stories that are 100% AI script, literally just text on the screen. You can do this automatically with CapCut. Very, very easy niche to replicate. Of course, super low barrier to entry, and they only started about 3 months ago. Of course, they are monetized, as you guys can see there. And yeah, just an overall super easy niche to kind of tap into ASAP. Now we have a very kind of interesting one. This one is called Just Creepy. Now, I think this one out of the ones we've shown today has the most potential. They're essentially posting videos like 18 scary skinwalker stories, 9 hours long, meaning the RPM would probably be upwards of $50 per 1,000 views. And guys, yes, they aren't brand new. They have been going for about 9 years, but they only started doing this ultra long form style of content that's performing really well kind of recently. And we know that this niche works. We know there's proof of concept. So I think there's a ton of potential to kind of get into something like this, just utilizing AI for absolutely everything. Now, coming up to the last couple, we have Law Documentaries. This is an insane ultra long form channel, posting videos like 3 hours of Old Republic's most powerful Sith Lords to fall asleep to, kind of Star Wars ultra long form, and you could take this a step further. You could do Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, a bunch of different fandoms. Don't feel like you kind of left into whatever specific niche somebody else is doing. There was always a pioneer. There was always somebody that did it first. So by finding a niche like this, we know this kind of fandom-based content works on YouTube. So we can simply merge this into a different show, into a different TV show or franchise, and essentially scale it the same way they have with this channel, but be the first people to kind of do it. And of course, they only started pretty recently, if we go ahead and filter by oldest, only about half a year ago. And now they're averaging about 100K long form views a month with a $30 RPM, about 3K passive every single month. Coming up second to last, we have the Forgotten Diaries. Once again, just a regular long form that could once again be converted into ultra long form. The horrific trial and final days of Louis XVI, the horrific trial and final days of George Boleyn, kind of these historical political figures in royal Europe or medieval Europe, and just talking about their life and kind of their final days. And of course, very, very new, I would say, only about 6 months ago. In that time, they've got 67,000 subs, filtering it by popular. You can see they have a ton of outliers, like the horrific final days of King Henry VIII. Once again, entirely AI script and entirely AI voice. And last but definitely not least, we have Battleground Stories. They're posting videos like the Okinawa Shadow Marines, Appalachian, guys, I dropped out of school, please don't hate me, but I don't know how to say that word. Bigfoot saved our unit, kind of these fake stories talking about wars and all these other kind of mythological and supernatural events taking place. Now, they aren't really classified as ultra long form. I'd say it's more so regular long form, but you could definitely take this a step further and move it into the ultra long form space. Now, as you can see, they are monetized and they only started about 2 months ago, so a ton of potential in this specific niche. And if we go ahead and check out their view stats, you can see once again, only starting about 8 weeks ago, and they're pulling in 100,000 long form views a month, and they're not even posting that consistently. They are missing days, and their thumbnails could use a lot of work. Yes, guys, once again, if you want to work directly with myself in scaling an ultra long form channel, book a completely free call. Once again, 90-day money back guarantee. And if you guys decide that you want to go ahead and join my public Discord server, that's discord.gg/1%. Once again, there'll be linked down below. I hope you learned something new. I hope this video was valuable to you. If it was, make sure to subscribe. We just hit 10,000 subscribers. I appreciate it so much. And yes, guys, have a great day.